Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ken, also known as MrKenDenis. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a chit chat getting ready with me video. I haven't done this in quite some time, so let's catch up. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys click on the subscribe button down below and also that bell so you get notified when I have a new video up. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, as you guys can see, I have no makeup on. I've actually got a couple of new products that I want to try out, and excuse the face, I've currently got some breakouts. I don't really know what I've been doing to my skin to have like brought this upon myself. I think my diet's just a little bit, let's just say, not healthy, so I think maybe that's why my skin's coming up like with the... Anyway, so like I said, I've got a couple of new products and I haven't done a chit chat getting ready with me video in quite some time, so I thought I would sit down, talk to you guys and catch you up with what's been happening. So couple of vlogs ago, maybe 2-3 vlogs ago, you guys probably would have seen I finally got engaged. My partner and I are engaged, yes. So yay. We got engaged in Japan, and honestly I didn't really vlog too much about the engagement because I kind of wanted to, you know, just take in the moment for what it is and just maybe do a video like this and talk to you guys about it. And first of all, thank you guys so much for all the warm wishes and just all the happy vibes you guys have been sending towards us. I really appreciate it. Alright, before I keep talking way too much, I'm just going to start off by priming. So I've got this new one from Smashbox. This one is the Photo Finish Super Light Smooth and Blur Primer. So this primer says it's good for oily or combination skin. Oh, and also has peptides and antioxidants. That's different. I've never really seen a primer that does skincare as well. So as soon as it was official and we were engaged, I told my mum, I told my parents, and they were like so over the moon, very happy, and just congratulated me. And the first thing was, when's the wedding? I suppose that's like a very fair and very common question. Honestly, I don't know when the wedding's going to be. My partner and I have got other things that we're currently prioritizing, but hopefully maybe the end of next year, so the end of 2019, we can possibly get married, but it just really depends. Alright, so I've got a new palette from Maybelline, and this one is the Total Temptation Shadow and Highlight Palette. So this one I think is now available in stores by the time you guys watch this. So as you guys can see, there's like warm tones and there's like purpley cool tones. So I think I'm going to lean towards the warm tones today. Maybe mix it up a tiny bit. I've just been doing a lot of like these tones at the moment, so I think I want to play it up and maybe do the warm tones today. So I'm just going to prime my eyelids. I'm just going to use this one from Decay as usual. This is the Shadow Primer Potion. This is, by the way, just a sample size, and this has honestly lasted a long time. And yeah, you guys know I do quite a lot of eyeshadow work these days, so I'm pretty impressed with how much product you actually get in one of those little tubes. Alright, so I'm just going to set that with a little bit of MAC Set Powder. As you guys know, this is like my new favorite setting powder. Really good. I don't know if I don't think I've ever really spoken about it on YouTube, about like what my dream wedding is going to be like. Honestly, like I said, I never really thought I could get married, so this was all kind of like hypothetical, but now that it's actually, you know, a reality, I do want to get married at a beach. My partner and I have spoken about it, even before the engagement. You know, we kind of just, you know, well, not in passing, but like just casually having this conversation, like, if we were to get married, where would you want to get married? And I said I want a beach wedding. And I told him I want a beach wedding. I have always had a thing with water. Like I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I was pretty much near Victoria Harbour all the time, like all my life. So I've always have been near water. I've always been in contact with water. So I feel like that element has to be at my wedding. So I want a beach wedding. I want the ocean view. Where, I have no idea yet, but definitely it's going to happen here in Australia. I think it's going to be the best place for it. That way we don't have to go through like the legal paperwork and, you know, all that sort of stuff. I honestly feel Australia is the place that I truly call home. I mean, I've lived in different countries and I've always called them home to a certain extent, but this is definitely where I feel my heart is. So yeah, I want it to be here, and I want my close family and friends to attend. It's going to be a very small wedding. I don't really want like an extravagant, like amazing, like whole town's going to be there sort of type wedding. Alright, so I'm going to go into the eyeshadow palette, and I think I'm going to grab that shade over there. I don't think these guys have shade names, but yeah, that sort of like burnt orangey shade. I'm going to use that as a transition colour. Just going to use this on a Mecha soft shadower brush. So obviously my mum told my grandmother and she was so happy and so proud. And my grandmother's got really bad arthritis at the moment and she's currently trying to sort it out. But I told her, you know, you need to really sort that out, Grandma, because I really want you to be at my wedding. You're going to fly over here to Australia and like she's met my partner and everything. Like my immediate family has all met my partner, so I want her to be there and just, you know, I just want my family to be there. I feel like you know, it's going to be our special day and I would like my family to be there. My partner's family is going to be there as well, and I do want to invite one of my aunts. I was in college in the Philippines. She pretty much was like my best friend. Like the age gap wasn't that big, so I treated her more like a cousin. So yeah, I always spoke to her and, you know, she was always really nice to me. And then she moved to Hong Kong as well, and I want her to be at the wedding because, yeah. Who else do I want there? I have a few friends from uni that I treat as my Australian family to come along with me as well. I say Australian family because when I lived the dorm, when I first moved over here, I didn't really know anyone. I literally didn't know anyone. There was like my mum's friend in Sydney, but we weren't really close, and her family. So the people at my dorm became my family, I suppose, like my Australian family, and I want them to be there as well because, you know, that's, I don't know, I don't know why I keep explaining why they need to be there. I just want them to be there. Alright, taking a smaller blending brush. This one is a MAC 224 special edition. This is from the Wonder Woman collection that was released like ages and ages ago. I'm just going to take that dark chocolatey brown colour and I'm just going to do a little bit of crease work. I already told my best friend Sunita that she has to be at my wedding and she was like all over the moon and very, very happy. But I said, like, you know, it's non-negotiable. You are going to be at my wedding, wherever it's going to be, you're going to be there. Yeah, Sunita has definitely been one of my best friends when I moved over to Australia. And even though she lives in Sydney, we stay in contact pretty much every day. I don't know, I feel like I only want maybe a maximum of 20-25 people at the wedding. Like I said, it's just going to be really small. It's going to be my family, my partner's family, and a couple of close friends. I'm not really sure if my partner's going to invite any of his friends, but definitely his family. Alright, that brown isn't as deep as I want it, so I'm just going to try and mix a bit of that black with the brown and see how much depth I can achieve. So I'm just going to grab that light peachy tone colour and I'm just going to use that as my lid colour. And then on top of that, I'm just going to grab the burnt orange, just where it meets with the outer V shade. Alright, for eyeliner, I think I'm going to go a little bit different today. I've never really tried this before. I'm going to use a white eyeliner. This one is from Rimmel London. This one is the Colour Precise eyeliner and this one just says white. As you guys can see, I've had this in my collection for quite some time. I haven't really used it as for top lining, but we'll see how this goes today. Alright, so I've just used the white eyeliner and I'm just going to grab a clean angled line brush. Just going to grab that lilac-y purple shade in the palette and I'm going to use that to kind of like lay it on top of the white. I kind of wanted like a lilac eyeliner, but I know that with darker shades underneath it's going to be hard to show it, so I like to use white eyeliner just to get it there. You could definitely just use like a white base of some sort if you guys have that, but a white eyeliner I feel is just more convenient. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave the eyes for now. I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. I'm just going to do my normal colour correction. So I'm just using this one from LA Girl Pro. This is just the orange corrector. I've learned with this is just to use a little bit. Like I've had so many comments on my colour correction video where I think I used this. I don't actually remember if it was a review or a demonstration, but so many people were commenting that I was using this incorrectly, I was using too much, and yes, definitely I do do think I used way too much, and there are better ways to utilize this product without leaving me quite orange down here. So I definitely do appreciate the comments. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, I'm a makeup enthusiast. I'm pretty much like you guys, like, you know, I like makeup. I don't actually know how to use a lot of these products. I've just kind of like learned through trial and error how to use these products, and basically look half decent half the time. So my favorite technique is to set this first, and I'm using the MAC set powder to do that. Just taking a big fluffy brush and just dusting it on like that, and that just kind of locks it into place. Well, not kind of, it definitely locks it in place so it doesn't move around once I apply my foundation. Alright, for today's foundation I'm just going to be grabbing the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation. Now this is one of my favourites. I've just been in love with the coverage, and I don't know, maybe because it's winter, and I feel that my skin's definitely got this more yellow undertone, and girl, you know MAC Studio Fix Fluid is quite yellow and it's just perfect. Just going to grab a sponge and I'm just going to bounce it all over. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the last few weeks, maybe the last 2 months even, I haven't really been so motivated. Like ever since I got back from Japan, I haven't really been so motivated to vlog and just, you know, do a lot of YouTube videos. I mean, I have been quite busy, so I don't know if I've told you guys, but I have started working 5 days a week now. Which I haven't done in quite some time. I have not worked full-time, like full-time hours, 5 days a week in probably, I'd like to say 7 years. 6 to 7 years. I haven't really worked full-time in that amount of time. Like I've worked, you know, pretty much 4 days a week, long hours, those sort of like hours, so those sort of working conditions. I know for some people that sounds like really bratty and stuff, but you know, I've just been trying to save more money, especially with the wedding and stuff. The stuff I want to do, I want to travel, so I've been working a bit more, but that's definitely taken time away from me and my creativity, which is YouTube, Instagram, that sort of stuff. I mean, obviously I'm still active, I'm still uploading every 2 days on YouTube, and I've switched up the upload schedule, and I've also I'm still uploading on Instagram obviously, but it's just, I don't know, I've just been very busy, and I feel that when I come home my creative energies are gone, and yeah, I just don't feel like sharing. Like I feel like I just want to shut down and just be myself, and you know, with my partner at home, if that makes sense. I'm going to apply some concealer, so I'm just going to be grabbing this one from MAC. This one is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. I'm just going to grab, it's clean, I think it is, just a synthetic brush. I'm just going to do that triangular method, sort of. I guess I've been lucky that the last few weeks there haven't been too many events. There have been a few here and there, but not like before, where it was like pretty much every week something was happening. But we're coming up to that season again where something's about to happen again every week, and I'm a bit nervous because I used to have time to go to these things, and now I don't. And I don't know, when it comes to social media and stuff, you kind of have to be at events. At least that's how I feel. I feel like you have to be at every event, or at least majority of them, otherwise they'll take you off the list. And I've worked really hard, like I've worked bloody hard to get on these PR lists. Now I know when it comes to PR, people have very strong opinions about PR. I am definitely PR friendly as long as the products work for me. I'm happy to talk about it and stuff. I don't think that you're being a seller by doing that. I think, you know, it's just a business venture. I get something out of it, you get something out of it, and you know, if I really like it, I will definitely recommend it to my followers. That's pretty much as simple as that. But just going to grab my MAC Studio Fix powder, and there is an eyelash stuck to that. That's what it looks like. I'm just going to grab this really cute unicorn brush, and I'm just going to dust it pretty much to set the rest of my face. MAC Studio Fix Fluid, you don't really need to set it too much, which is why I just do this method, just very lightly. But I don't know, I just don't like any shine whatsoever. I'm the type of person that likes to add shine where I need it, like on the tops of my cheekbones, nose bridge, that sort of stuff. I don't want it showing up anywhere else. Alright, I'm just going to leave that bake for a bit. So I've got a new bronzer. This one is from Loreal Paris. This one is the Back to Bronze Gentle Matte Bronzing Powder in number 2 Sunkissed. So I think this one comes with a brush. one of these, which I never really use. I'm just going to grab one of my own. I think that's definitely going to be dark enough to bronze up my skin. All my big powder brushes are all dirty. I'm just going to use one of these things to clean my brushes. This is the makeup cleaner by Beamy. I've done a video if you guys would like to see that, but I just basically swirl my brush in there. I'd say at least 95%, and it just leaves a bit of staining, but it doesn't affect the rest of the color. So I'm just going to grab that. Looks like a really nice buttery powder. Love it. Let's see if it actually shows up. Oh, that's nice. I like that. This has definitely got that sort of like cool tone brown tan. Quite natural, to be completely honest. You could probably use this as a contour if you wanted. It's really nice. It's got a nice buttery texture. It's definitely on the sheerer side, so you definitely have to build it up if you guys would like to get that really sun-kissed bronze look. Okay, so I don't really wear blush that often. I think it's only recently I've really tried to wear blush. It was BB who pointed it out. I don't wear blush at all. It's true, I don't really like wearing it, but now that I'm a bit fairer, I feel like it's not too much, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to grab this one from MAC. This one is the Copper Tone blush. This is a matte blush. This one's in the old packaging. I've had this forever. This is what the new packaging looks like. I think I don't know, I don't actually know how I feel about the new packaging. I'm still a little bit attached to my old just plain MAC packaging, but it's still the blush, just packaging. Alright, for contour, I'm just going to grab my handy dandy Rodial Instaglam contouring powder. Now where's the brush? Oh, that's also another thing. I'm going to try and lose weight for the wedding. Like I said, I don't know when the wedding is going to be, but at some point this year I need to start losing weight, like actively try and lose weight. I might start trying to go to the gym again. I've never really been a very physical person, so I'm not going to try and like force it, because I want it to be a lifestyle change as opposed to just doing it for the wedding, if that makes sense. Because then after the wedding I'm just going to go back to my normal lifestyle, and then I'll probably gain the weight back and, you know, have that ping pong thing. So I'm just going to try and gradually change my lifestyle, my life choices for food and just exercise, and hopefully that works. Alright, for highlight, I've also got a new highlighting palette. This one is from L'Oreal Paris. This one is the La Vie Glow highlighting powder palette. Alright, so these are really pretty. I think I'm just going to be the boring person. I'm just going to use that. But I feel like I want to use that as an inner corner highlight. Just gonna go for that gold shade, and I might actually use that on the inner corners. This palette feels very fragile though, I have to say. I feel like I'm just going to break it if I drop it too suddenly. Ooh, that is a nice glow though. I think L'Oreal has definitely hit the nail on this. Because, girl, is she glowing? It's actually really good. It's been a while since I've been wowed by a drugstore highlighter. Girl, I'm very, very impressed with this already. Alright, so I think I'm going to try and finish off the lower lash line. And I'll show you guys a little technique that I have been doing lately, and I have found to have just definitely changed my makeup routine. I feel like it's the way to go if you're going for dramatic eyelashes and stuff. Of course, I'm just going to take a small blending brush. I'm just going to start off with that burnt orange shade. I'm just going to run it along the lower lash line, like how we did it on the upper lash line. Then I'm just going to take the shader side, and I'm just going to take that dark brown. I'm just going to line sort of like the lower lash line. And then I'm just taking this dark brown eyeliner pencil. This one is from MAC. This one is a PowerPoint eye pencil in Duck, and I'm just going to put it on the actual waterline, lower lash line. You can definitely use a black eyeliner on the waterline, but I feel with my eyes in particular, it's a little bit too harsh. Like on the actual lash line, I can definitely do it, but not on the waterline. Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. And then I'm just going to take the actual black, and now just on the actual lash line, not on the waterline. Then we'll see how this works. In a tear duct, I'm going to grab the cool toned highlighter, just in a corner. Oh, okay, that works, I like that. It looks so weird without the lashes. But anyway, I'm going to do my brows first. I've got this one from Maybelline. This one is the Temptation Brow Definer in medium brown. Oh, look at that spoolie. It's so cute. I like the undertone. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. Alright, I'm pretty happy with how that pencil has performed. I do have to say the formula is not the creamiest, but it's not very stiff either. I think it's just a little bit stiffer than what I would like, but then again, it's winter, so it could just be a little bit hard because of the temperature. But anyway, I'm going to find some appropriate lashes, and I will be right back. Alright, cool. So I've got some lashes on. So these ones are from Charobella, and this is from Tanya MUA's brand, and these ones are in Kilig. Which is a Filipino word. I think it is a Filipino word. Anyway, it's such a beautiful pair of lashes. Like, these are, I would say, dramatic enough for me. I don't feel like, why am I bothering wearing these natural looking lashes? But these are actually quite dramatic. How dare I forget my nose? Alright, for the lips, I'm thinking I'm going to go for something fairly natural, so I'm just going to grab this rosy toned lip liner that I got from Hong Kong. Right, I'm going to grab this MAC lipstick. This one is a luster lipstick, and this one is in the shade Patisserie. I'm not entirely sure this is a regular shade. Hopefully it is. Oh, still some from last time. But yeah, hopefully this is a permanent shade because this is really nice. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, I'm going to set my face. I'm going to use this one from MAC. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Pinklite. Need to shake it though. Ta-da! Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I am actually pretty happy with how the eyeliner, the lashes have worked out really well. I thought, you know, maybe one would overpower the other, but it's actually worked out really well. And in terms of the products that I used today, so far I'm pretty impressed with everything. I don't have anything bad to say about any of the products, and that's just genuinely how I feel. I'll definitely let you guys know how I feel about, let's say, the primer and the bronzer. I feel like those are products that you need to try and test out to see how well it lasts on the face, and the highlighter as well, of course. But I feel like the highlighter, I'm sold on it. Like, that is really impressive, like, for a drugstore highlighter. Like I said before, it's been a while since I've seen a drugstore highlighter that's actually wowed me this much, and I didn't even pack it on, so yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me, guys. If you guys have any other topics or any questions you guys would like me to talk about in my next chit chat getting ready with me video, definitely let me know down in the comment box down below, and I'll have all the products that I use in this video listed down in the description box down below for you guys, in case you guys have missed the names or the particular shades that I used. And I'll also have a few links to help you guys out with your shopping. Yes, affiliate links, but you know, you guys don't actually pay more for using those links. It's actually helping me out, so you know, please help out your favorite YouTuber. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!